Yo, what's up, guys? We got another Intersurf Galactic World Battle thingy guilds, something. So we're actually playing Candy House. And Candy House is a very good guild from China, or no, wait, near China, from Asia. I think they're like number 2 or number 3 guild, like just behind Goat, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we had an Intersurf guild battle against them. Pretty cool. I actually didn't take it all too seriously, which I should have. These are one of those things you kind of have to take your time to actually hit when you have time to hit. In this case, I hit those during the time that we were driving to Cologne for the Cologne meetup in Germany. And I was sitting next to Chris, which was driving 200 kilometers an hour, and people in front of us were like switching lanes, driving 90. So sometimes I was playing, I was like, so yeah, that was probably not the best of like attention span of actually playing. Also making excuses maybe for sucking, but I don't know. Let's say if you want to play these inter-server battles, it's only twice per week, so it's 4 battles in total for all of it per week. Take your time. Also for the reruning, take your time to do all of that, and with that, it's just a lot of it, like a whole bit safe. So those Sierra Giannas, I haven't seen them in a long time. I used to do this with Garo, actually. I didn't do this in the past with Kamun, and I noticed that this was a little bit too little on the damage side, especially if they start potentially proccing on dropping multiple bombs. It could be... Well, at the sneeze, do you ever have that moment that you have to sneeze, but then you don't? Super annoying. Either how. Yeah, so it could be kind of tricky the moment they start landing a whole bunch of bombs and that kind of stuff. But in the end, I think this is still a pretty safe team. I just was lacking damage, and the Halfas didn't do any damage until very late. Also, that thing had too little damage though. But yeah, the Hellfest didn't do anything useful, like pretty much the whole fight. So that Hellfest was pretty useless. It was too much of HP and too little of resistance. I actually forgot that you have to put 100 resistance. What's it called? Hellfest if you want to run that team properly. Also, thing is that Nana was doing some decent procs. If there was a damage, Nana would have fucked me up. Also, my Kamoon in this case was speed, HP, and if you have no other damage source than that, it is somewhat tricky. So my Hellfest that's 100 res would have done a lot better here, I would say. Because I mostly expect Sierra's Gianna's not to be 100 res. Or 100 AC, 85 AC. So yeah, this team was somewhat tricky. But then my Runuki actually procs. And my Runuki cleanses the half of the shit. I'm not entirely sure which unit of him was on Destroy. It does make sense for a unit for him to put it on Destroy though. It's an interesting team. I've run it like way back. I don't think it's that great. There's a whole bunch of counters to it. Even you can just Lucian it, because if you Lucian it, the only thing that wouldn't die is the Nana if you kill everything. So don't really claim this as a good team. But yeah, I played it a little bit of a slow way. Could have been better way, I would say. But at least a victory is a victory. And Nana doesn't want to lose. Nana does not want to lose. So then the next one. This is one of those teams I'm like, the moment I started, I'm like, wait, how the fuck am I actually going to kill anything in here? Because he has strips, he probably has destroy, and my only damage is Bolvric. This is a fucking terrible team. Why the fuck did I choose this? So yeah, let's speed this up a little bit, because this is a slow, tedious fight where, you know, like, how is he ever like gonna even get close to killing anything? And of course, Kinkies are on Destroy. And because of the shield is from the max HP of Lewis, doing Bolvric as 2s doesn't really do all too much as well. Plus, for some reason, I'm not sure, that unit doesn't have Act Lead, right? It was landing like a decent amount of armor breaks on my Bolvric, which was 100 res, but that aside, even if he didn't, then I would have still died a slow, painful death, because, well, yeah, that's pretty much just nothing I can do with this. Yeah, this team was absolutely garbage. No excuses, absolutely garbage. Well, many excuses, but still absolutely garbage. Always many excuses. Never blame yourself. Remember, it's the internet. If you're playing a team game, it's about the team. If it's like something else, you blame it on lag. Like, doesn't matter. It's never your own fault. It's always the fault of someone else. Remember that. Very important. We're still on the internet. So then, I've seen a lot of people put MSDs on this, but it's an MSD in net 5 and still you can track the Windy Luluet. So, since I've done this way too many times, we're actually going to speed it up a little bit because this is just tedious, boring, and Tractor Windy Lulu style. That's just... Yay, Tractor Windy Lulu. Easy. Oh yeah, and then my internet was also giving me shit. Oh yeah, and then this fight. This is where... Oh wait, you didn't see the misplay yet. Let me show you the misplay one more time. I hit the Kaki. But the issue is, if you hit a Kaki, it also means that your Ciara might miss critters. And then it means that you could get cut. Which I forgot for a moment. And I was like, okay, at least she derps, at least she derps, at least she doesn't derp. Not the greatest of actions. This one, once again, I just blame on something else. Not me being shit. Oh well, that was the first fight. So first fight we go 3 out of the 5, which is not great at all. So then going in against the next guy. And this time we were still driving. So still probably not the best of actions to go for. We got another one of those Tracty Windy Lulus, which I just gonna speed up because you know how this works. Like, I'm not sure how many times I've hit this, but I think this team has like a 99% win rate. At some point in the last Siege tournament, I spent like a good day trying to make my MSD Tractor Windy Lulu counters. The best I could do with my runes was about making it like 95%. And then it was, of course, counters to others. So it was still 95% chance that I was still winning. It's just 5% chance for like heavy RNG where the team would counter me. So yeah, with that said, still not that great. So then next one, a good Poseidon team, Tiana team, always very good in there. That unit actually gets immunity on counters, which makes sense to put it on counter for that reason. Team Mars goes a little bit ham, but doesn't do all too much yet. And we stun too. That's why I like my Poseidon on Despair. It gives you so much more options and safety nets in case things go wrong. Because in this case, if I didn't stun there, I might have had issues. Should have actually used S3 because it would lower the damage on him. But either how, it still won. Then this was a pretty interesting defense. I would say I don't even think it's that bad because if you do branding and then damage from Miles actually starts to do quite some damage. The only issue is if you one-shot one unit straight off the get-go, then this whole team is kind of crippled in damage. And it's not going to do all too much. So with that said, this team was pretty easily beaten. We've seen like a similar team from someone in Europe in the Siege tournament, like round 1 or round 2. So then we had a team of this, and I was kind of surprised to fully outspeed it, and actually nothing was on will. So I was kind of like, okay, which unit do I hit first? Apparently Nana still proccing from last game. What the fuck was that, Nana? Either how, doesn't matter all too much. At least, I think, I hope, I pray. Okay, at least we get rid of our own armor break. That's always nice. So now, in this case, if I kill the left unit, right unit will die instantly, D-horse. So, and therefore we have a killer. Because that removes 1 stack. And then this dies to the dot. Yay, easy GG. Yeah, Tesla's also one of those units I should make more of. I only have 1. I summoned 1 more Ifrit, but wasn't the Tesla. So then this team. This team was actually more tricky than I thought. Because, well, it did quite some damage. And the turn orders were pretty good, and the despairs were pretty good. So if it proc like one more time on that Kaki, I would have been kind of dead, I think. So good thing that my units do kind of bit of damage. And the proc there also helped out. And the proc also kind of helped, I guess. Uh-oh. 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 Damage Nana, boys. That's the only way. Damage Nana. Yeah, let's say not the best of teams out there, by far. Damage Nana, procking damage Nana, let's go! Absolutely deserved victory. Either how, that was 5 and 5, so hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to make more of these. In the end, we did actually lose against Candy House because we had 24 people in, and we were kind of like theory crafting that maybe 24 people in the server guild battle was better than 25. In the end, no, the more people the better, by far. So we did lose this one. It was, even if you had 25 people, we probably still would have lost it because too many people were inting and not taking it serious. Besides that, either how, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you would like to see more of those inter-server guild battles. I hope we're gonna get like some known guilds from global at some point. That would be very fun, or like some other known guilds. But Candy House, already pretty known guild. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.